I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi.
And with a moment here before we get to the tip-off, here are tonight's starting lineups.
And this should be an exciting matchup. Both of these teams feature young talent and are very much on the rise.
Fighting to be the future of the league. I just love the competitive spirit these women bring to the game. They've got something to prove.
You know, you also can say on the other end, they do have some things to learn. WNBA veterans will tell you, you have to earn everything in this league.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Pass to Banham. Reese, guarded by Howard. Over to the left wing. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Really known as a passer, Vandersloot can hit from long range too. And the D respecting her shot, it opens up the rest of the court.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D. Because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Reese gets the bucket.
A capable distributor, Atkins is able to see the big picture within the game.
Pass to Howard. Back to Mitchell. Clark from past the arc.
And again, Clark missing.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
In each of her first 5 years in the league, Ariel Atkins was voted all defense.
Yeah, she made the U.S. gold medal winning team for the Tokyo Games on the strength of her defense. Always in great condition. Atkins never runs out of energy chasing around those guards.
Now here's Clark.
And again, Clark missing.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Not a defender near her.
Terrific assist and a nice finish. Just a solid play all around.
Well, Atkins can score from pretty much anywhere on the court. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. She'll find a way.
Now here's Clark. To end the run.
Another miss there by Caitlin Clark.
This has not been a quarter to remember for her.
I mean, what's going on right now? What is this? She's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Here's Vandersloot. 7-point differential. Reese gets the bucket.
And I'm sensing this game really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge, no doubt about it, and that lead's going to get more and more comfortable as they do.
I agree, Brian. Let's see how this one plays out.
Now here's Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, in the paint, Mitchell's power gives her an edge. She's able to get around any defender.
Pass to Cardoso.
Makes it off the glass.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Clark outside. It's hauled in by Reese.
She's jacked up a number of threes, but her accuracy has just not been there. If you ask me, yeah, it's time to try something new.
Stolen by Clark.
Outside Cunningham.
Here's Natasha Howard for three. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss.
Pass to Reese.
Lets the three fly. Drains the three-pointer.
They've built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Now here's Clark. No dice from 9 feet out.
In the offseason, the Fever were aggressive in pursuing veterans.
Well, the Fever, they like their core, and they want to win now. They signed a bunch of veterans, including Sophie Cunningham, and this is a team that wants to win now. They're sick of losing to Indiana.
Here's Mitchell. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Again, the miss by the Fever.
Cardoso with it. And it's Boston picking her up. Back to Cardoso.
Pass to Vandersloot. There's the three.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Indiana with the ball. They trail by 14. Can they get it? Here's Cunningham. Indiana again missing. And here's Atkins.
Back to Reese.
Hey, eyes up, Hunter. Don't give her space.
Vandersloot beyond the arc. It's good. It's her second basket. She's shooting 2 for 4.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
Okay, to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
So competitive. Sophie Cunningham, the response triple.
Right side, Reese.
Takes the 3. And again, it's the sky from deep.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting.
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc.
1 second left. Oh, and she just nails it. It's in. Oh, right at the buzzer.
Pretty shot with about a second to spare.
Yeah, and as the defending team, you can't stand giving up a shot like that to close out the quarter.
It's almost like you lose a possession.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And for the Sky here, they've been putting on a show for us.
Scoring has come in threes for the most part so far.
Yeah, and every time down the floor, it seems like they're hitting a triple.
Nurse. The Fever pull it in. Inside. Colson with the bucket.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
And she banks in the layup. The Fever really having a tough go here. Pass to Hole. Here's Colson. Shoots a 3.
Onion Wade grabs the board.
Right side, Williams. Takes the 3. Nailed from three-point land.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Now here's Hole.
The 3. That shot off. From beyond the arc.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter.
Now over a decade in the league, Elizabeth Williams is so steady.
A 6'3 center, Williams is a pure 5. Doesn't take threes, an elite rebounder and defender. These coaches love having her on their side.
Offline with the 3.
Now here's Hole.
Defended by Nurse.
Back to Boston.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
Falls through. She's now made 2 out of 4.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. The 2025 draft class is loaded, so give me your guys' favorite pick.
I'm going with the easy answer. The first pick, Paige Beckers. I mean, we're talking about a generational talent, and I like her ability to control the game, score it, and set others up.
Yeah, I'll go with Beckers too. I mean, she was the #1 recruit out of high school with so much attention on her over her 5 collegiate years. I would say it's pretty obvious that Paige is ready for the limelight.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Providing spacing with her shooting. Cunningham down the 3.
Vandersloot outside.
Reese, she's guarded by Boston.
Pass to Banham. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Fever. To the inside.
Boston, shot is good.
Nice ball movement from Hull. Terrific at recognizing when her teammates are open.
Chicago with the ball. 22 was their biggest lead. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. That one's all good. She's now 3 for 5 from the field.
You know what? I don't care how far from the bucket she is. You've got to have a defender on her. She's just too good from long range.
Turner, her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
She's been able to find her open teammate every trip down the floor.
I mean, it sure has seemed like it, right? I mean, great day passing the rock for her.
The shot's good.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Chicago with the ball. 17-point game. Pass to Banham for 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
That's the vision you get with Vandersloot. She's always looking to set up her teammates offensively.
Now here's Hull. Not a lot of room. Mitchell tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Here's Banham. And that one's good.
Hard to get that shot off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for her, especially down low in the post.
That's a big challenge she's taken on. Going in there with the bigs, great job.
Mitchell, and another basket for Indiana. Now here's Vandersloot. She's got 9. Pass to Reese. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Fever.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Pass to Reese. Here's the 3. She's still hot. That's basket number 9 out of 10 shots. 90% is an A in my book and anyone's book. With 1 on the clock. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Sky out in front, delivering the blowout. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen.
And what a game, a tremendous game we're seeing from Angel Reese.
She put on a show from three-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effects on her.
Well, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding her the rock beyond the arc until she does cool off.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell. Chicago with the rebound. Now Banham. Now Vandersloot. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, we saw this in her collegiate career. The fear of contact does not exist in Angel Reese.
Mitchell outside.
Boston, pass to Cunningham.
Shot clock at 6. And here's Clark for 3.
Mila Cardoso gets the board.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
Now here's Cardoso.
Up top, Vandersloot.
Reese,
Guarded by Howard.
Reese, no good.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Here's Mitchell.
Outside Cunningham.
And the jumper is good.
Certain players are finishers, like a Sophie Cunningham. You set them up, they'll knock them down.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
One thing this team loves about Natasha Howard, she's a winning player.
At one point in her career, she won 3 of 4 titles with 2 different teams. She's a former Defensive Player of the Year, plays the game with serious effort.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Now a timeout called by Indiana. And with an eye to the future, how do you guys like the direction of the game?
Oh, I love it. Every year we're seeing more and more skilled players. And as an added bonus, the pace keeps getting faster.
No doubt, we're in the golden age of the W. The level of play is incredible, and it just keeps on getting better.
Now here's Cardoso.
Reese. And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, they've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. She's provided almost all the offense.
Here's Mitchell. An easy 2 points on the layup.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Pass to Cardoso.
Phantom.
Back to Cardoso.
Fades. And the shot no good, a bit short.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whiffs on an open jumper.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3.
And there's the foul. It's on Boston.
That is her first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. She's covered by Clark.
Pass to Onyenwere.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You love to see that.
Now here's Mitchell. 6 points for her.
Hold.
Here's Howard. And it's Nurse with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Onyenwere.
Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the sky from deep.
And everyone knows that Nurse can shoot it from distance. She likes to shake free from beyond the arc.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Looks like she took that last 3 a little personal.
Hey, do you blame her? That was some payback right there.
Here's Onyenwere. And the layup's good off the glass.
Pure power from Onyenwere. Taking the bump inside and still scoring it.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
And another basket for Chicago.
Got that one off right in the face of a bigger defender. Nice quick fire release.
Well, the mid-range shot really her only choice right there. She would have a tougher time taking it inside against such a bigger player.
She's now made half of her 10 shots in the game, and that's her 5th basket.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
She's covered by Clark. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Howard. The three-pointer off the mark. Out to Nurse. The tray. It's good from long range.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other?
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-side show. Now here's McDonald. Tight defense on her. Pass to Mitchell. The 3. They get it back. Count it.
You gotta put a body on Cunningham, because when you don't, she can really hurt you.
Timeout called the Sky.
Quick shot.
Fever making a switch here. Now here's Vandersloot, guarded by McDonald. Basket counts.
Love seeing Vandersloot with the take. Gets others involved so much. Courtney, she deserves some points herself.
Outside Cunningham.
Launches it. That's good, and it's Gary McDonald with the assist.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciates it.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth.
Outside Cunningham.
No good on the triple. Chicago with the ball. Here's Banham. Soft touch off the glass. Indiana with the ball. Pass to Mitchell. Final quarter play, about a minute and a half off the clock in it. Vandersloot with the steal.
Reese.
This one for three. Good on the triple.
She is just bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from her?
Well, we've already seen a lot. I mean, she's got more points from outside the arc than inside the arc.
Now here's Mitchell. Defense right on her. Down goes basket. 6 for her this game. She's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
What a tough player. Lots of times, Mitchell is the smallest player on the floor, but her heart might be the biggest.
Offensive rebound. Reese gets the bucket.
Such a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what she brings to the table.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Mitchell. Puts up a three.
The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
This is why Kelsey Mitchell is in the WNBA. She can carry a team offensively, have huge nights, and put on a show. Well, they've built this league through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Their rebounding has been a big key to their success in this game.
It really has been a completely one-sided battle on the boards.
Scooped up.
Reese.
From down in the low post, it goes.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
McDonald, no good. On offense, here the Sky. Pass to Vandersloot.
Reese. Defended by Turner. And stolen by Cunningham.
And it's the Fever on the break.
It's Cardoso with the rebound.
Great defense right there to prevent one of the best finishers in the league from converting in close.
Reese gets the bucket.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
McDonald with it.
To the paint, Turner takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, when you talk about the pick and roll set, McDonald's about as good as it gets.
Pass to Reese.
Up and in on the layup.
She came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half for her so far.
Outside Cunningham.
Now Mitchell fires the three.
Mila Cardoso gets the board.
And here is Vandersloot.
Outside Reese.
Good on the three-point shot.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Both teams will make substitutions. Indiana with the ball. Left side, Howard. Misses from short range. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Reese, no good.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
The three is up. Chicago with the rebound. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. There's the triple. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Now here's Hull. She's covered by Allen. And that's a foul called on Allen.
Personal foul.
That is her first foul of the game. Now here's Clark. No problem for Chicago as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were better basketball team by far.
You got to commend this sort of dominance here at home and feeling great, playing well nearly the whole game. I could feel it. This building was pumped, guys.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.